The purpose of the honor guard is actually a privilege. It's a duty, an honor, and I think it's very important to represent the Calgary Fire Department for different occasions like weddings, funerals, and to honor the past and represent the future.
Why did you join the honor guard?
I joined the honor guard because I'm from a very old country. I'm from Europe, Switzerland to be precise, and I was a volunteer firefighter there. We had a very rough call. It was a shooting of 13 people. That was my first call. We went to the funeral because it was politicians that got killed. And back in the day, we didn't have an honor guard with the volunteer department. Since I joined the Calgary Fire Department in 2009, it was very important for me to join the honor guard. So I could help other people to cope with the bad things, but also to represent the fire department on very special occasions like weddings, retirement parties, and so on, and to give families in need a hand to cope with their loss of maybe some family member.
Can you tell me how participation in the fire guard, or the honor guard, affected you?
In a very positive way. The honor guard are put together from very special people. Everybody has their own ideas and parts to bring into the honor guard. And all together, as soon as we put on that honor guard uniform, you're not an individual anymore. You're representing the department, and you support other departments, other firefighters in the worst time of their life, where they lose somebody that is very close to them. And so I think the bunch of people, if I can call it that way, that built the honor guard are very special to me, very special to the department, and so on. With my travelings and so, we were able to support a lot of people and give them a hand in, again, a very rough and bad time. It is very special to me to be part of the honor guard because I moved from a very old country. My country has a very big history with the honor guard or guards in general, because the Swiss guards protect the Pope. And you know what? It is a long history of guardsmen in Switzerland. And so I'm very pleased and very glad to be part of the fire department in Calgary and to be a guardsman on the fire department.
Can you tell us about a specific event or ceremony that holds special meaning for you?
Yes. Is what I mentioned earlier. We went back in Switzerland as a volunteer fireman. We went to a funeral of 13 politicians. They got killed in a shooting. It was a very special moment. But since I got on the Calgary Fire Department, the first funeral I went to was in Waco, Texas. And Waco, Texas is a small volunteer fire department. And they lost 12 firefighters in a fire. And it was a very special moment because it was my first official event as a Calgary Fire Department Honor Guard, and it showed me the trust that the Honor Guard had in me to go and represent the Calgary Fire Department.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I think the Calgary Fire Department and any part of the fire department are very, very special in their own ways, because it's a great bunch of people that take the time out of their free time to represent the fire department. If it is for a wedding, a ceremony, a medal ceremony, a medal presentation, a retirement, we all are here for the same reason. And again, as soon as you put that uniform on, you're not an individual, you're representing the department. And I'm just very glad to be with the City of Calgary. I'm very glad to be a Calgary Fire Department member and to be an Honor Guard member. I feel really, really happy, and I think everybody should know this is the best thing to do.
Okay, now one for the outtakes. Tell us your nickname.
Oh, my name is Cheese. They call me that way because I moved from Switzerland to Calgary to become a Calgary Fire Department member. Put one and one together, Swiss cheese and Switzerland, and you have a nickname right there. I like it. Yeah. 1,400 members just know me by that name sometimes. So because there's different shifts, there's different people. As soon as I walk into a fire hall in the north, I'm a south guy. In the north, they might just know me by the name of cheese.